If anybody had told you back in August that you would have that said before a November interview, what would you have said?
I didn't even know that, to be honest. Like, that was my first time here. That's been cool.
Balance will be coming out after this week. Just giving everybody a hint.
But, nah, honestly, coming to the season, after spring game, we kind of had spring evaluation and talked with Coach Sweeney. I honestly told him, like, going to the season, I just wanted to find ball on the field and play my role. Obviously, like, through the season with injuries and just stuff that happens during football, my role grew. But it's a blessing for sure. I don't take it for granted, and I'm happy to be here.
How many times have you watched Nate's rundown of Hampton?
I'm sorry, what'd you say?
How many times have you watched Nate, the video of Nate running down Hampton?
Well, like, on the field, I'm deflated. Like, I'm like, rough start. But now once you get like all the social media angles, like after the game, they still had the kind of regular TV one. But then Sunday, I think they dropped one from just what our media team got. And he was like literally out of bounds, like curving people just to get there. It's just crazy. But we see it every day in practice, so it was nothing we haven't seen, but it's just, it's impressive for sure.
You said you were deflated. Like, were you in the wrong spot or something?
Nah, I was just like, my guy ran a slot fade, running me off, and the ball was on the other side. So I'm jogging. I'm like, touchdown. Not gonna be happy, Coach Sweeney. Or obviously come off the field to be happy, Coach Sweeney. So it's one of those things.
As a defense, how much confidence do you think you guys have gained from like these last 3 weeks? I mean, these quarterbacks well below their normal production. Like, why do you think you guys are playing to the level you are right now?
I mean, it's not a secret anymore. Like, that was that Tyler from Spartanburg dude. That whole week when we came in, Coach Sweeney just kind of gave to everybody, and like everybody knows we have to prove our worth. There's nothing that it's like no one's gonna take anything for granted anymore. So just I feel like every week we come in, yeah, we probably had a pretty good game, but we know we got to keep going. Every play matters, every game matters, every practice matters. So it's just like the mindset of the whole defense. And then you got guys like Rook and JP who hasn't been able to play. Rook's been able to play, but JP personally for me, like he hasn't been able to play. Seen him have to go down the hill. He ain't even dressed out for his last one. So just stuff like that, like guys who came in and treated me like their little brother, want to finish for them, do the right thing, do what we're supposed to do.
What do you think of Spencer Rattler from what you've seen on film?
Another week of just a really talented quarterback. Obviously, watched the game last year, just the way he could throw it up. He trusts his receivers. He puts in areas where, like, as DB, you can be in a good position, but it's still hard to make a play. Just perfect throw. So we know we're going to have to try to find a lot of key snap stuff, or pre-snap stuff, I'm sorry, and then route concepts, just try to pick up on stuff with film. But, yeah, he's very talented. Probably one of the best, if not the best quarterback we will play this year.
And how about look at the receiver they have?
Yeah, he's also just physically, like, you don't got too many guys that's as big as he is, moving the way he can move. So, yeah, again, another tough challenge. We'll have to get in the film room prepared, but we'll definitely have to be on our P's and Q's this week.
You're talking about motivation. I mean, how much do you think I know you were at the South Carolina game that you guys lost last year. Like, how much do you remember that or recall that? Is that at all kind of fuel playing this year?
I mean, I felt it. I was like technically a recruit on that visit, but it was my official visit. I kind of already knew, like, yeah, this is gonna be home. So I felt it personally. And then they ruined the home streak last year, so it's definitely, I mean, it's a rivalry game, regardless of what anybody in the media thinks. Like, we're gonna get their best, they're gonna get our best. It's just one of those type of games. So I for sure feel like it's a little bit extra this week, but we just gotta take it day by day, and like we do every week, and then when we get to Saturday, just put it on display.
Any questions for Khalil virtually? Anybody else in the room?
How advanced is Avion for a freshman? It just seems like he's been around ball all his life, and it appears that way in a game. He just seems totally comfortable.
Yeah, AV, I don't think there's too many players on our team. I don't know about anybody else, but especially on our team who plays with more confidence in himself than him. I think that's just one of the biggest things with him. Like, it don't matter if he give up a 5-yard catch or a 15-yard catch. Like, I mean, he really doesn't give up any, but like, his confidence is never shaken, and that's a big thing to have in the DB position. especially coming in with that, like, as a freshman. Got a lot of people had just thought, especially in high school, just thought, like, he got a lot of his early stuff off his brother. But it's just that chip on the shoulder he takes, like, proving, like, nah, this him. He done put in that work, and he's a dog. Like, just, that's different, for sure.
You were here last year on an official visit for the South Carolina game, right? What do you remember about that atmosphere, watching the rivalry game in person for the first time?
First thing I remember was when I was over there with Coach Khan when they were doing a little our warm ups at safety, and then like South Carolina they ran out right beside him, and just like everybody, just the whole, you could just feel like it was real tense. The whole crowd, the whole student section was there like before they was even in pads and stuff. So just it was a crazy environment for sure. And we're gonna go to their stadium this year. Real loud, real hectic place. Excited to be there though. I know their fans are real passionate. So just being able to be in this type of environment for college football is what you dream of.
Spencer Rattler's been one of the best quarterbacks in the country this season. Doesn't throw a lot of interceptions, very accurate. What kind of challenge is that? Especially, you're probably going to see a lot of Xavier look at that. I think he's 17 for them. What kind of challenge is that?
I mean, it's definitely not easy. I mean, especially at this level of college football, no week is going to be an easy week. But he's an experienced guy, and they're really starting to connect at the right part of the season. Seems like every time they throw the ball, or he throws the ball to him, it's a catch. So, I mean, it's definitely going to be hard for our defense. But I trust Coach Goodwin. I trust the plan that we'll get instilled this weekend. We're just going to put it on display on Saturday.
I guess how settled is it that Nate is the fastest guy on the team at this point? Does anybody have a chance of beating him?
I mean, if I had to put anybody down, I'd bet on him. But we haven't had an official race, but I feel like everybody kind of knows. Yeah, Nate the fast guy on the team.
Anybody else? All right, thanks, KB.
Thank you.
We've got a little bit of a breather. Last up around 1 o'clock, making his debut will be Olsen Pat Henry.
ETN used to race and they are